So a lot of my clients will say to me as part of their session that they would like to have a clear objective of developing more consistency and discipline towards their health goals. Consistency and discipline is a really great strategy. It allows us to get results in the long run on the things that we do consistently. However, it can be a bit of an issue if we're doing the wrong things. Now, a lot of us know what we know. So when it comes to our health, we know that we need the discipline to just get up early in the morning, go to the gym and do a workout. Then we need the discipline to not eat the bad food, such as the Cocoa Pops that the kids are having, or to have that muffin throughout the day, but to have the discipline and willpower to have good food, balanced smoothie, etc. Easier said than done. We know that we need the discipline. We know that we need the willpower. However, if we are doing something that isn't necessarily good for us, so for example, if we're going to the gym early morning, which is a great thing, it gets us motivated, it feels good to exercise. However, if we're going to the gym and overworking our bodies and not stretching, for example, our bodies start to get built and stronger, but they get tight. And then over time, they start to develop or be more prone to injuries, because when we're not as flexible, when we build muscle, we build beautiful presence and strength, and it feels good, but we're not feeling good on the inside when we're having all of a sudden achy shoulders or bad posture because we're hunching in forward from all the weights, for example. And over time, having that discipline and really pushing through that pain threshold and losing the weight and looking good feels good for our ego, and it makes us healthier. But we are also stuck with the problem of injury and soreness, and sometimes even worse, we feel burnt out because we've been pushing through and not listening to our bodies. Now, of course, to develop muscle, to be successful, we need to push through the burn. And that's important, to have discipline and willpower and all these things. However, sometimes what we need to do rather is start to listen to our bodies. And this means stepping back 2 steps to move forward 3 steps. So consistency and discipline is important. However, I invite you to realize why perhaps you're not being consistent anymore, why you don't feel the willpower anymore. It may be because your body is telling you something. It's telling you that, sure, life has its ups and downs, and we tend to, lose our willpower, or we feel that we're lazy, we get busy, but really, deep down, there is a reason why we are not sticking to our routines. And it may well be because you are ready for a better routine, for a better thing to do consistently, for a better thing to do in the mornings. So it may be a small change that we might need to do. And we can only do that when we listen to our bodies, when we accept that we need to step back a bit. So a perfect example would be going to the gym in the morning, however, incorporating stretching, which means like no pumping iron and burning calories and developing muscles, but rather elongating them, working on the flexibility. So maybe rather than doing the usual, we change it up. And this can be an uncomfortable feeling. Change in our routine can be an uncomfortable feeling, but it certainly can be an awakening moment for us, because all of a sudden our bodies become more receptive. They start to feel good again, right? So you can look good, but if you don't feel good because you've been doing the same routine, then it's not a good thing. You want to feel good and know it's the right thing for your body. So stepping back, learning to just step back and ask yourself, what are you really feeling? Are you getting aches and pains? Are you ready for a different routine? Are you ready for a bit more nutrition? Whatever the change is a good thing. It may take more time to adjust, but over 28 days, you can really change your whole energy, your motivation again, your willpower, just by learning to listen to yourself and to adapt slightly your routine so it's easier to be more consistent and to have that motivation to do the routine that is right for your body. You'll feel purposeful. You'll feel like it's the right thing to do. And there's nothing like that natural motivation to really feel like it's easy to be consistent, to be disciplined. So I hope that gives you a little bit more insight into how we can actually be more consistent with our health routine and disciplined. Sometimes it just takes opening up perspectives, taking 2 steps back to move 3 steps forward, acknowledging the change in our routine, and simply being open to a whole new you and motivation that comes naturally through understanding, learning to understand finally our bodies just that little bit more.